And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's Friday night chat along. Geezer, first and foremost, how you doing?
Mate.
And have you got a response to Freshie says, has Geezer been to the servo to get a bloody new phono yet?
Yeah, mate. Fuck it. Yeah, yesterday, Freshie. Didn't go till yesterday. God, fucking expensive, isn't they, phone? Oh, yeah, just went to my... I wait for about an hour before I could see any fucker. And yesterday, yeah, I brought Kieran with me to sort it out. And went for it all, and signed up for another, you know. Because they do my internet as well, this phone place. It's a national, one of the national ones here.
Yeah.
So it's all in one bundle. So it's one of them. They give you the phone and fucking you pay it off $20 a fucking month or whatever.
Mm. Is it did you get any earpods or earphones or anything, or you just
No, I didn't have time to go through it there. So the Kieran said, you need to get a protector on it and all that. He said, we'll come back Sunday to one of... There's a load of little phone places in there, you know, mostly Asian guys that do that.
Yeah.
With phone protectors I have, and then I'll ask and see what the deal is.
Mm. Good evening, Freshie, by the way. He says, evening all. It's good evening, CB. He says, what's up, Fresh? And good evening, Roberto says, evening all.
G'day, Robert.
Before we go any further, you lot, once again, obviously it's been a sad last few days with the news of Diogo Jota and his brother passing away in unfortunate circumstances in Spain. When did you hear about it? And yeah, obviously, thoughts, if any?
Yeah, whatever day it was it Wednesday?
Yes,
I was just on YouTube, and then thing come up in front of me. I just, you know, I'd say this probably for most and everyone. You just don't believe it. Yeah. It's a shock, isn't it? To what?
Mm.
Is someone? What are they talking about? Is it? You know, is it a play on words on this thumbnail? Because
yeah,
you know, maybe you missed an open goal somewhere. Something, and then you flick on it, and then you go, fuck. Oh, mate, and I had flashbacks when I started, you know, listening to the report. I had flashbacks when it happened to me, when we're on a motorway, and me and my mate coming back from Ashford in Kent. Right, we were working there. I came back from Australia. It was about 91, and we stayed down there during the week. Come back Friday afternoons, and we were coming down the motorway back up to the, you know, the big ring road around London.
Yeah.
On the outside lane, he's doing about 80 or 90, mind you. But the back wheel blew out. We had a blowout. Fuck me. Geezer, the car just spun around into the middle lane, and we were going backwards then for a few seconds, and there was a massive truck right in front of this massive truck. And that's the last thing I saw till we spun again. And then we hit a bank, and then bang, we spun over and landed on the roof. And I'm waiting for that big truck to hit us, you know?
Yeah.
We're hanging from our seatbelts and nothing. And I went, oh, and I looked to my mate and I said, you right? And he went, yeah, I'm all right. We didn't have a scratch either. That truck, he actually stopped and broke the door open to get us out.
Fucking hell.
And you go, how fucking lucky was we? Or how unlucky were they?
Mm.
Yeah, so, you know, but I expect your brother as well. My God,
exactly.
For that family. You know, that's such a horror for that family. Just married as well, kids.
Yes, so obviously he's been with the mother of his 3 kids long term. They got married 10 days prior to the tragedy. And yeah, his younger brother was also with him in the car. So yeah.
Oh. No, it's horrible.
28 years old.
28 years old. World at your feet, eh? Bang. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's why it came straight back to me. Fuck. When they said to blow it, how lucky me and my mate was. We couldn't believe it. When we got out of that car and you see the state of it.
Yeah.
Car's fucking wrecked. You know what I mean? It's a write-off. And he looked, where we travelled from the outside lane right across all the lane. How the fuck we were dead, I don't know. And not a scratch, geezer, nothing. I was shaking though, bloke, telling you, for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
I was shaking, man. I give you a fright, I tell you. It's, yeah, there you
go. Robert says,
yeah,
all right,
not that at me, but it was
no, but it puts
as well as it reminded me as well. That come into me, you know, around that time when I was back, it's when Bobby Moore died, right? And I was back home at my mum's in Upton Park, right? And I'd go up there every day to the ground just to see the tributes that come in. And, you know, like you think it's just a West Ham thing. It wasn't. All the flowers there and scarves and shit from all over the world. Every club in the UK, right? There were messages. I was reading the messages for Bobby Moore. Yeah, they're from everywhere around the world. It does affect everyone in football, not just Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
Everyone feels it when something tragic like that happens in the football world. I think everyone does, you know? Because I even remember reading all these notes and these flowers, and there's a guy you know, just behind me on my shoulder, and I looked around and it was Jeff Hurst. Wow. Jeff Hurst was taking photos. He had a nice camera, taking photos of, you know, the messages and the flowers and everything. And you know, you look at each other and sort of a little nod, and there's no need for words.
Exactly.
You don't say nothing. You know, a week before I'd have been, Jeff, there you go, mate.
Exactly.
There was nothing said and nothing needed to be said. Yeah, sad. Very sad. That was a sad time as well, man.
It's yeah. It's tough though for his family, obviously, his wife, his kids, and the footballing world. But I think the Liverpool team are it could have a effect on them, because it's a lot, and the circumstances, it's a lot. It's psychologically, that's a massive blow.
And even the Wall supporters as well, you know? Or was it Porto?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Now, it does affect it. Everyone just feels gutted. It doesn't matter what team you support when something like that happens.
Yeah.
So sad.
Right, let me read the comments. Wally says, howdy, y'all. Good evening.
Howdy, Wally.
Good afternoon, Wally. Lawrence, good evening from Lexington, Kentucky, coming your eyes. Big up, Lawrence. Hey, fresh. Wally. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Inky Boy. Hope you're well.
How you doing?
Boom, boom. All these hellos. Right. Robert says, similar to be on the road between M25 and M1, ended up on the roof, not a cut or bruises. So
you as well, Robert. There you go,
M25
man.
And M1. Okay.
Wow. There for the grace of God, go I. Huh? Yeah, it can happen in a split second. That's how quick. I couldn't believe, you know, when it happens to you, within a second, we'd spun around going backwards and go, what's going on? Big trucks, cars everywhere. And then you spin again, orientation goes, then you flip upside down. You do not know what's going on, and you're fearing the worst. But it happens in a second. There you go. Antonio as well. Antonio got lucky.
Yeah.
Could have been him. It just, you know.
Freshie says, Windy's got Aussie wicket, first ball, second innings.
Good. No, that doesn't bother me, Freshie. I was watching a bit, Freshie, of the highlights here of India and England. And fuck me, two of them Indian batsmen. My God. That good, Gill and someone else. Oh, they were smashing it everywhere, guys. They were good. It might have been a flat track. I haven't seen, you know, that Edgbaston in Birmingham. I mean, it might be a wicket that suits the batsman, but this guy, he's got about 260 guys.
So what is it? What's going on? Like, what event is it that they're playing in?
It's a test. Yeah, it's a test over in England. Test series, it'll be, I presume. India versus England.
Oh no, but
yeah, the two Indian batsmen though, fuck, they were good.
So the Windies v Aussie, is that just a similar thing? Just those two
Yeah,
playing?
yeah, it's that time. Yeah, West Indies are playing Australia, England are playing India. I don't think Australia play England this year. I'm not sure.
See, I don't follow cricket at all. Robert says my step grandson got interviewed on Swedish TV regarding the death of Jota.
Really?
Yeah, how did that come about, Robert?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he must be a Liverpool supporter outside the ground, was he?
Lawrence is laughing at my hair. He says, Titch letting that hair grow. Oh, might as well. Actually, I had a bit when did I get it cut? It's been a while, but anyway, I took a little bit off the top, but not too much. I still got a full head of hair, so why not? You still got all your hair though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, mate, I've still got it up.
Yeah.
No baldness in our family. Goes. That's one thing with no one in our family's ever been bald.
Yeah. So you just obviously trim yours down. Yeah. Full head. Yeah. We're the full head crew. Me and Giza.
Yeah. We don't like baldies.
Can you turn super chat on, as I won't use paper? So Inky, I don't have super chat because obviously you've got to be monetized. You have got to meet the YouTube criteria. 1,000, I think it's 500 subscribers now rather than 1,000. All these watch minutes, and which we're never going to get due to the content we put out here. But there's no obligation, Inky. Like you don't need to. Yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, super chat is only if you're monetized, and this channel would never be monetized not doing what we do, once a week. But yeah, you can't just turn it on and off. You've got to be part of YouTube's monetization program. And to do that, you need 4,000 watch minutes within 12 months. It's a lot where you've got to be constantly banging out content and following their guidelines. So yeah, we're never not doing what we do here. But thanks, Inky. I cannot hear or see, but my hair is magnificent. See, so Lawrence has got a full head of hair. Well, he says you guys are lucky. You know what's funny? Yeah, I spoke to Claire about it recently. I said, there's always something that people would look at other people, and wish, or not wish, but whereas you as a person, you would never think that. You understand? Like, oh, somebody would want. Whether it's something like appearance, or you understand what I'm saying? So even that, like, you've got all your hair, I've got mine, and maybe like other people, what he might actually, what you can say?
Yeah. To be honest, the bald. If you had gone bald, I don't think it would have bothered me that much. It's not something I would have worried about.
Nah.
It is what it is. I can never worry about things you can't change. Well, you can nowadays. You can go to Turkey and get fucking implants. But I don't. If that's what it is, if it's your gene not to have hair, then so be it. Nothing I can do about it.
The funny thing is, I would say from the age of about, I don't know, 19, 20, I used to just always do it myself, bald, all the time. So people, especially like the kids that I used to coach, everybody just assumed that I was bald. So my eldest son, maybe about a year ago, I had my hair probably similar to this, but a bit shorter. And he came to the house. And he's like, "Oh, you said you got hair, like you got like real hair." Like, say, even he was surprised that I could actually, you understand? Because obviously I used to just cut it off.
Yeah, Danny E's got a great head of hair now.
Has he? I haven't seen it.
Didn't you see him last couple of games he came on last? He had the implants done, didn't he?
Oh no, I didn't even notice actually. No. So he's had a hair transplant, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what? So one thing hair, but then Wally's tall. So there'll be people that are, like me. I'm comfortable with my height. Like I wouldn't want to be any other height, but there'll be people that are short that wish that they was tall. Do you understand? And it wouldn't be the opposite. Nobody tall is going to wish that they was shorter. They're not. But yeah, so there's always something that is just natural to you, but you don't think, oh, people would want. You understand? Like would maybe want that. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
But I suppose It's easy to say, yeah, I wouldn't bother me if I was bald, but if people can't keep, because I used to take the piss out of one of my mates that called him, he used to call him Swimming Hat, because his head, right? So he lost all his hair, so, but it was like he was wearing a swimming hat.
Yeah.
So I used to call it. So he'd probably get pissed off at people taking the piss, but if they do. As you know, in England, fuck me, whatever, if there's anything on you, mate, you're getting it from someone.
Exactly.
The battle is always coming at you. Because I did with my ear holes goes up. Because I had quite longish hair for a long time, and then I shaved it all off.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my ears stood out like, two fucking car doors that had opened. Right? And fuck me, for years, the fuckers had called me big ears. You know what I mean? I was in my mid-20s, mate, and all of a sudden I was big ears. So fuck
big
off.
ears. Yeah, just randomly.
They are very sort of Irish paddy ears, mate. But
you didn't realise you had big ears until you cut your hair.
Yeah,
and
they
everyone
didn't.
told you.
It was hidden. They fucking know it now.
That's funny. His mum took him up to see the flowers and left a cap with a message on it for Jota. Okay. Oh, so your nephew obviously lives in Sweden.
No, because he's in Liverpool, Robert. So I'd imagine.
Oh, sorry, it was for the Swedish TV. Sorry. You know why? It said Swedish TV. I just thought it was bloody in Sweden. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, see, I'm on the ball.
Yeah, you're on the ball. My hairline thin, laugh out loud, but I used to have an afro growing up. Yeah, mine is. I would say, it's not. It's a full head, but it's not perfect hairline, but it's whatever. I was gonna put a hat on. I went out today, obviously, with my hair, whatever. But then where I've taken my t-shirt on and off, I'm like, nah. I was gonna wear a hat, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. It don't look that bad. The
only thing in that family is the grey. Because my dad was fucking silver, young. He went grey really young, so did I. Yeah, we all went sort of grey early, but not. And there's a lot of us. I haven't met anyone yet that's bald.
So you've all got a full head of hair, but did you all go grey?
But one of my nephew, but his grandfather on the other side completely bald and thing.
Yeah. They got stitched up.
So him, but direct family, no
one. Oh, sorry, Inky said but I want to help with a trophy. I'm trying to think, Inky. We'll think of how, because you don't use paper. We'll think of something.
Brown envelope, guys. Brown envelope.
We'll think of something. CB with their hair bear bunch. CB, I had a mullet when I was young. Can you imagine Wally?
Yeah, I've done a mullet as well when I was in here. My first couple of shows, I had a mullet.
Oh, that's long. That's the Aussie hairstyle, isn't it? The mullet.
Oh, it's a real piss take here of the mullet. They love it, man. A load of people here have that, with pride. Because it's sort of very Australian.
Yeah, they love it. I've seen. Right, Robert's got a number 2 all over. I just shave it Vin Diesel style.
Yeah, I'm at TV. I've got clippers here. I don't even wait for the boy to come and do it for me now. I just fucking hack away with it.
Yeah.
Hope it's all right.
That's what like I said, I used to always do that. You see, so for me, for instance, one thing that I admire is like you can grow like a full beard. Your beard can touch your sideburns and it goes. Mine doesn't go it doesn't all join, and you understand. So there's certain things that even it won't really go high. A beard should really be level, I think, with your moustache in it. Like mine doesn't go up.
Yeah, that's your feminine side coming out that bit.
Yeah, so even that, I like it when you see a full beard, but I can't grow that. But yeah,
I must say a really smart big beard is quite impressive when it's done well.
Yeah,
some people. I don't think I could ever grow that sort of big long beard, but when it's done well, it looks smart.
Business up front, party out back, Walita. I'm gonna see if I can find a pic and send it to Titch. Let's see. One sec.
Okay, now CB with an afro.
Oh Lord, I think I've seen this picture before. I'm gonna put this in here. One sec, you lot. I'm gonna put it in. One sec. I think I saw Wally in the Animal House movie. Started to shave my head in my 20s. Didn't realize I was naturally bald until I decided to let it grow in my 40s. Yeah, like I said, I used to just bald mine off all the time. Aussie's 4 for 2 now.
4 for 2. Jesus fuck.
Shit.
That's not a good start, Frizzy. 2 down.
Lawrence, I loved that movie in my college days. No, in Liverpool, keep up. Yeah, sorry. I sent it. I'm gonna put it on here. One sec. Geezer, now I notice you do have a few satellite dishes.
Yeah, mate.
You know what the funny thing is? As soon as you said it, I looked at him, I thought, fucking hell.
That's why I wear the hat to fucking try and nullify it. You see that? But yeah, they're not bad, mate. Very Irish thing. You know what I mean? I'm sort of quite proud of it because it's a very Irish thing. Earrobes. So, honestly, one of my nephews, geezer, fucking, they just stick straight out. They are like satellite dishes. You know what I mean? Because he growing up as a kid, it was funny to see every time he saw what you see with his 2-year-olds first. He's such a lovely chap, though. Never bothered him. No, never. He never.
Because it is, yeah, for him, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's that. Where I had another nephew like it, and his mother, it must have bothered his mother, right? She was English because she had him pinned. She got his ears pinned back when he was really young.
Yeah. My brother, he got his ears pinned back. The one.
No, yeah, it bothers some people. Yeah.
But it's funny that Lawrence said that because as soon as you said it, I looked. I was like, oh shit, they are. And I'm not mine. Yeah, they are.
Got the crackers, mate. All the better to hear you.
I'm gonna put CB. Let me just get through here and I put it in it. Good evening, Colin. This is good evening, Titch and Kieran, wonderful gentlemen. How you doing, Colin? Colin. Giza moonlights as Australian Space Observatory. As my daughter-in-law says, you have more salt than pepper. Talking about you.
Yeah, the grey. Yeah, but yeah. It's one of them things. It didn't really bother me, but geez, when I look back at the photos, not that long ago, but I had brown hair. Fucking, how much younger you look when you have got fucking brown hair instead of fully grey.
Let me just. I'm gonna put Charlito's picture in there. Evening, Colin. Evening, young man. One sec. How you doing, Colin? Right. So I'm gonna put. Geezer looks like a mature Jamie Vardy, says Inky.
Fucking wish I played like him.
Geezer, did you go live on Wednesday, West Ham Network? If so, what was any talking points that came up in that show?
Yeah, we done live. Won a lot, was it, Geezer? You're talking the usual bollocks. You know, we can't really be asked to talk about rumours and transfer rumours, so there weren't a lot to talk about again. Just bits and pieces. And, this juice thing looks like it could be happening. That's the latest news. Looks like that's in the works. The Kudos affair is still dragging on. Nothing's come. There's no agreement. When nobody knows whether Tottenham made an official bid for Kudos or they're just in talks. I have no doubt Levy's trying to pull his. I think he's already fucking Sullivan pulled his own pants down. Levy's now trying to slap his ass. Was my opinion, because when you start saying, "Well, we're skint," well, they're not going to give you what you fucking want. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
But it'd be interesting to see whether it goes through or it doesn't. But no news to that at this moment.
I'd hate him to go to Spurs though. Kudos, like.
Yeah, nobody. That's a general. No one wants him to go there. But it is what it is.
I hear all about my hair called the Silver Fox. I would take that 55. Yeah, like if you still got your hair, that's a blessing. So regardless of what color it is. Just reading, 14 killed and 20 children missing in Texas floods. Fucking hell. And 20 children. Fuck. We are allegedly close to signing El Hajj Malik Juf, Magic Juf. Right. Wally, send that Malik pic. Laugh out loud. Good evening, MC Anzac, or good morning. Sorry. I hope you're well. Let us know how your recovery is going, please. I'm glad you could join us. Yo, Anzac. Let me just go back to this. Did you hear about this? Just reading, 14 killed and 20 children missing in Texas floods.
Fucking hell, no. I'm usually pretty up to date. Shit's going on in America, but unless that's happened overnight or something, I didn't know they were having any serious weather things there.
Lawrence says, I'm back into it. All right, before you go, Lawrence, let's put up Charlito's his pick. Let's remove.
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate! What is that? Nice jacket, nice double-breasted jacket, mind you. Yeah, that's a cracking head hair, isn't it? Fucking hell. Charlie boy. You look like a priest with that thing on his.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he was a priest for a minute.
He was a gangster passing off as a priest. Doing some dodgy business in that suit.
Yeah, nice double-breasted. Fuck me. Jeez, I ain't had a double-breasted jacket for a long time.
You know what I'm going to do? Where's that picture of me? I don't know how old it is, but I'm going to... Right, so, CB, that picture is before the digital age. I'd have to find the physical picture. Polaroid. And that, hell yeah. Hello. Is it T? Oh, is it T? Camp Mystic. Oh, where about 700 children were attending, saying there had been a catastrophic level of flooding.
Really?
Shit. Man. So there was. Yeah, I wondered why it was. You said 20 children, but yeah, fuck.
Shit.
No,
the only thing I fucking with it yesterday, Wally and I hear about, you get fucking Chicago again, geezer.
What's happened now?
Some fucking female rapper was having an album release party at this place, and they're all coming out of it, and the fucking big fucking 4-wheel drive comes driving past, 3 fucking shooters, just let rip on everyone. Killed 4 of them, shot about another 14. Fucking mad. You know, 2 women, 2 men dead.
Fuck. And that was obviously gang related.
Obviously, guys. So the only conclusion you can fucking come to, of course it is. But every week in fucking Chicago, there's shit like that going on.
And it's the indiscriminate shooting as well. Like whoever's there gets it.
Yeah, that's what that was. Just as indiscriminate, guys. Just let rip into the crowd. 3 different shooters coming out of the cars. Fuck's sake.
And they probably won't get caught either.
Probably not.
Fucking hell. All right, Colin says, I'm bald. I started first losing my hair when I was 16. Fuck. But runs in my family. I'm 62 now, but I'm not doing too bad. I have a 34-year-old girlfriend, so I must be doing something right. Bloody hell. 34-year-old girlfriend, but 16 to start losing your hair. That's crazy.
It suits some people, though, doesn't it? The baldy head.
Yeah.
It really does suit. It's depending on what type of face you got. Maybe like kind of sort of roundish face. It looks all right. It looks quite smart on some people.
Yeah. My pick was 2. I had to take a picture of the pic. Yeah, so that's an old one. When's that from? Oh, he said 1999.
Wow.
All right. We have signed Linus Candlin, first team coach, as Liverpool picked up our old coach, Javi Valero. Where did we get him from? I'm sure I see something. Where did we get him from? Where's that picture? That is a diamond brooch on my neck with blue sapphire in the middle. Definitely dodgy business. Paid those. Laugh out loud. I'm a priest now, though. Laugh out.
Yeah, I'm sure you are a priest compared to back then, Charlie boy.
Diamond brooch with blue sapphire.
A bit of a Michael Jackson look going on there. When you see back in the day, with the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson with his afro, he's such a gorgeous, cute kid, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He's so cute. He's so gorgeous, man. And you look, and then when you see all the fucking work he had done to himself, how ridiculous he looked.
Mm-hmm.
Such a shame.
He
ended up.
It's true. Like completely. I don't know the circumstance. I don't know. Like, I don't know whether it was the fire in the Pepsi ad or it was the Infatigo or whatever, but it's like that was just like ruined.
Yeah, he's such a cute kid, man.
Right, this is funny you said this, Robert. Yeah, I saw it yesterday, showed it to Claire, and I said, "This is shit." Like, I said, so I just typed it in, just to thought, let me see what the new, and then I saw it, and I was like, "This is fucking." So I said to her, "This is terrible." Like, what do you lot think of the kit?
It's bang average, isn't it, Gozer?
I couldn't, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's nothing to get excited about. That's all. As soon as I saw it, and Jesus Christ, now what they're saying there, 75 quid.
Yeah.
Fuck me. No, I would. The Boyle Sports now got them as the sponsor. Doesn't help, but it's just a bang average kit, and it goes as simple as
that. Right, he was with Potter at Ostersunds. Xavi was goalkeeper at Liverpool before under Rafa. Not enough Blue Roberto. Disgraceful. Like, it's horrible. Like that. I didn't even. I just yesterday randomly said, typed it in on Google, and then I saw that. I thought, so no more Betway. What is Boyle? Yeah, what is Boyle?
Boyle Sports. I think it's a sports outlet, isn't it?
Betting firm.
Is it a betting firm? What, Boyle Sports? I didn't think it was. I thought it was an outlet for sports clothes. But then again, I don't really know. But I thought they're getting away from that because everyone's got to get away from the betting firms soon, haven't they?
Yeah, why is that? Is that because they would no longer sponsor anybody?
Yeah, they're trying to stop all betting sponsorships. I think they've got a date for it. Might be next year or something. Oh, they're an Irish betting firm, Fresh. No, I didn't know. I've seen the name loads. I didn't realise what they were. There you go.
Right. This is not. You lot have seen this picture before. I'm going to put it in here. Actually, I'm going to put one of Giza. Boom. He can tell us where he was that day. And I'm going to put one of me, but this is not the one. Actually, I put that one as well. And then I'm going to put this one, but this is not what I was looking for. For fuck's sake. Let me add that. But Boyle Sports is a Irish betting firm, so we will go on the sleeve next season.
Okay.
And one season is a £12 million deal. Right. Giza, we've got a couple of pictures of you here, actually.
Really? I didn't think you'd have any.
We've got this one. Where was you here?
Yeah, I was at a place called Noosa on the Sunshine Coast. Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful spot, mate. Lovely, lovely little bay. And I was sitting in the surf club just on the beach. So, yeah, really nice.
How long was you there for? Or was it just for the day or?
A couple of days, 2 or 3 days we were there.
And that was that just a getaway? You weren't working on nothing?
Yeah, I had, my nephew passed away. His wife was over from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
And his daughter. And they came up, stayed with me, and then we went there for a couple of days. And Angela came along, Kieran James. Yeah, it was a lovely, lovely little spot it is, Noosa. I've been there quite a few times over the years. But it's really nice there. A lot of money there, Gazy, it's, there's a lot of money there. A lot of people with money around that area. It's a lot quiet. It's not like, the Gold Coast is high rise everywhere. There at Noosa, there's a, like 3 or 4 story height limit.
Yeah.
They can't, develop it like that. It seems a lot nicer. It's gorgeous.
Any plans of going back there?
No, not really.
No.
I've been there quite a few times, but it's beautiful. That surf club, mate, it's got like I'll say $1 million. They got $20 million views. It's a surf club sitting right on the beach like that. And you can go in there for a beer or food, get something to eat.
Yep.
So we were in there sitting right by the window for lunch, looking out over the beach and the ocean. It's gorgeous.
And is that the same hat? No. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah, only because it looks a bit darker, the trim on there, but it is the same one, yeah. Okay, we've got another picture of Giza, you lot. Explain this pic. Where was you there?
That's when I visited you, son. Yeah, the clothing's a bit different, wasn't it? The fucking big jacket on.
Wrapped up.
And your boy.
And we can see the train station behind you in the reflection, which is obviously Tooting-Bec.
Yeah.
My boy, your boy. And you can see a bit of his electric scooter in the shot as well. And this is the one I was going to put. This is not what I was looking for me, but anyway, fuck it. This is me.
Fuck it. That's very girly, that. That's cracker.
So, just where you said girly, let me just... I might have said this story. It's not a story, but I'll tell you. Wait, let me just go back to our thing. One sec. Where are we? So, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Where are we? Here. So, when I was at primary school, I was probably about 9. Yeah. And we done a school play and all that. And I've said this before, but there was 3 mixed race girls, either my age or the year below. Anyway, so they was like, they was part of the play. Part of the play was the song Brown Girl in the Ring, where, they'd have a brown girl in the ring and then everybody's singing but dancing around the brown girl.
Yeah. Weren't you, was it?
They put me as the brown girl, even though we had 3 real brown girls. Yeah. But because their hair was more tough and just back and mine was like that, I was the brown girl in the ring. Anyway, so as we grew up, people that I grew up with, like years later, they say, "Oh, you was the brown girl in the ring." I said, "No, when I just blame it on my, the brother underneath me." But they knew, yeah. So yeah, but like I said, if I was one of those girls' parents, I wouldn't be happy like that. You put a boy.
No, yeah. It's funny because I used to get mistaken for a girlie as well.
Yeah,
when I was young, because I all sort of had like long hair, probably because mother couldn't afford to take me to the barbers. I don't know, but I always sort of had long hair. But I had massive eyelashes, Geezer. My eyes were bright blue.
Yeah,
really, really bright blue eyes. Everyone I ever bumped into, my mum go, "Oh, your boy's got such lovely eyes." And I had that, but my eyelashes were really long. I had long hair. Many a time, I'd be walking with my mum or my dad, and they go, "Oh, she's a lovely girl."
Yeah.
I got mistaken.
Oh God. So we was both mistaken for girls then.
We're both swingers.
Yeah. I noticed that Surf Club has its own Windows operating system. Boom, boom. Check the sign. Hold on.
Check the sign.
One sec. Let me go back to that.
I can't see it that well.
One sec. Let me put it back. I can't even see it. Let me make this screen bigger.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to zoom into that. Wouldn't you have to see the side?
It says, please do not operate Windows. Please ask a staff member to help.
Yeah. There'd be them bifold ones, I'd say, Freshy, that you slide. They'll bifold up to the end. So I'm guessing that unless there's a button, then it's actually automatic. Don't know.
Freshy's got the eagle eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Where the one sec. It's this one. Right. So comments. Club. I can see sharks in the water behind you, says Wally.
Oh, they're out there, Wally. Whether you see them or not is another matter, but they're definitely out there.
Zico. Zico. They hate when I'm behind. Oh, he's talking about Charlie, isn't he? CB, call him Zico. Oh.
Yeah.
Or me. No, not me. Oh shit, you might be talking about nice. That's Nene. Me and Titch have the exact same.
I know.
Okay, we interrupt this
not very Italian, that Charlie boy. What's that going on there?
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you woke bollocks. Normal service will resume shortly. Oh, us to girls and shit. Yeah. Also, I would have said this to you before as well. Yeah. Zico is titching that pig. So obviously, I don't know if it's still the same now, but when in this country, if you was 4 or younger, you could, get on the bus for free with your parents. Like, you don't pay nothing. I was getting on the bus with my mum at 10, and the bus drivers weren't batting an eyelid. Like because at 10, and you had to be 4 or under to get on for free. But yeah,
brilliant. And I'll tell you that song, Brown Girl and Ring. I remember, I remember doing a Beano down to Southend once with crowd of us. But that song, when it hit, it was fucking everywhere. Every pub you walked in, they were playing that. Everywhere. You could hear it everywhere. It was such a banging, fucking, catchy song, Brown Girl and the Ring.
Yeah.
Boney M, wasn't it?
I don't even know who it was.
Yeah, it was Boney M. It was everywhere, man, that song. It was really pumping.
When did it come out, roughly? Do you know?
Oh, before I came here, anyway. So I'm going to guess in early 80s, I'm going to say.
Oh, shit. I've got another picture for you, lot. One sec. We were all greasers back in the day. I remember having photo taken in one of them booths in Upton Park Station. What's greasers?
Oh, yeah, I remember that booth there, Robert. You had the photograph booth there. Yeah.
What's that? We were all greasers. Greasers.
More of a rocker thing.
Right. Oh, well, I'm going to put another
grease-backed hair.
Oh, Titch raging against the machine. Bus ticket rap. 1978. That song.
78. It was early as that. Fresh. 78. Yeah, I thought it was around 80, 82.
But, 78.
Yeah, I remember at 78. Then I would have been 17. So yeah, we were down at Southend on the Beano, mate. That's just banging everywhere. That song, man.
Right, you lot. When I put this picture in, you have to guess, without him telling you, you have to guess what year this was taken. One sec. Let me just. My people are from southern Italy. We're darker and having thicker because we are mixed. Northern Italians call us mixed breeds.
Really? Yeah, I knew there was something about Italy, about that sort of mixed races there from, whoever came, probably invaded at some stage or whatever. It's strange because it's really weird in Ireland, right? And it's a normal nickname for guys. You got a certain mob. I don't know whether it was the Spanish or over in Ireland or whatever, but you see these guys, right, and their hair is jet black.
Yeah, black ones. Yeah,
and they always called them Blackie, right?
Yeah.
When someone they're your mate in Ireland, and they got that sort of hair, they're always called Blackie.
Yeah.
Just a nickname for people with really dark hair. And and they're really olive skin. They do look more like Spanish or Italian than they do Irish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely. But be interested to see what the dynamics of that, whether it's when Spanish are over there at some stage, or because they'd be the culprits. They had the biggest naval fleet, or they sort of rocked the waves with Great Britain, didn't they? And the Portuguese. Yeah, it's interesting.
It is because they do those Irish ones with the dark hair and olive skin. They do stand out.
So I wonder with the Italian one whether that's North Africans.
Yeah,
that were there.
Yeah, because look at his hair. It is yeah. So that's Charlie. I don't know. Some people are not comfortable. But you can do that DNA heritage thing, and then it just tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that, mate. I know. I know. In our family, mate, it's all Irish.
Irish.
I'd be amazed if it ain't 100% Irish. We were the first to ever leave Ireland.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, yours is easy. One sec. All right, so Robert had long hair. Oh yeah, Greases had long hair. Google Southern Italian genes. My grandfather is dark brown.
Really?
Okay. April the 3rd, 1978 is when that came out. Titch and Kieran, I feel we're gearing up for American takeover, considering we have American companies signed, and also hearing Amazon could end up our main sponsors. Show me the money.
Yeah, show me the money.
We need.
I don't care who's the sponsor,
Yeah.
as long as they're paying.
We need an input of cash. We need.
Well, hopefully one day we'll have a takeover. Do I think it's imminent? No, I'd like to think it was, but I'd like to get rid of these fucking donuts.
Right.
Who wouldn't?
What?
He's low.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, man. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Test
through
it.
the mic.
Test it.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just not through the mic. Fucking thing. 1 second.
I can hear you, all right.
Oh, okay, it's the wire. I think it's this. Yeah. Oh, fuck off, man. 1 sec, Giza. Okay. Yeah, there's something wrong with this wire. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
What year is
we
this?
did have
Yeah.
we had a shark attack, Geezer, this week. I had that to talk to on Wednesday.
Did you? Okay, right.
Yeah. It was interesting one too, because the boy, there was a 16-year-old boy swimming, and there was a few surfers around him, and he fucking got attacked. Well, look, by all accounts, a bull shot, and they done him in the arm and the leg, and fair play to this young 19-year-old, 20-year-old jumped off his surfboard, fucking grabbed the boy away from the shark, and couple of others joined him, and they walked him back in. They got down, to waist deep, and they were walking him back to the beach.
Yeah.
He was bleeding bad, and but there was someone on the hill on the side view of the beach filming it, and it showed you the shark following them as they were walking him into the beach. You can see the two fins out of the water, mate.
Shit.
And you go, fuck. Just for a couple of seconds, you see it, and then you see it spin around and then go back out when it got really shallow.
Fucking hell.
And lucky enough, there was a paramedic off duty on the beach, and she tourniqueted him up, wrapped him up, and then they brought the helicopter in and got him to the Gold Coast Hospital. That Cabarita is it's only about an hour and 20 minutes from me, something like that. I know that I've been there. It's a lovely spot, a really lovely spot as well.
So what sort of injuries?
Don't know. He got bit on the arm and the leg. And the trouble is with these things, they don't really always give you an update later, a couple of days later. So unless you really research to look, find out. But I'm pretty sure he's fine. He survived and all that.
Yeah.
So
fucking hell.
If he passed away, you probably would get an update on it.
Yeah. Well, it's another shark attack, you lot. Right. What year is this picture? Ready?
Jesus fuck. Who's that?
That's obvious.
That's what it looks like it's in the 50s. It's probably I don't know.
You can see who that is. Like, it's obvious who that is.
Oh, is that Lawrence?
Yeah, that's Lawrence.
Yeah.
So
I think it's Lawrence's granddad.
So you do the maths roughly. When would you guess what year? It does look older because of the
because it's black and white, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll give him a. Can't be that. It's got to be the 80s.
Correct. Now you got to pick one 80s.
86.
89. 1989. So I wonder, Lawrence, would that? Oh, I'm trying to think. 89, 99, 2009. He's done 25 years. Maybe that was his first when he just signed up.
Yeah, he was frigging on the rigging.
Tell us when that was. Yeah, how long had you been there? Oh shit! Sorry, right, hold on. 1 sec. Yes. Wait.
So he's only just started by looks of things.
Swarthy Irish fucker. Check. Swarthy. How'd you pronounce that? Swarthy.
That could be you, Freshie. Is that you, a Swarthy Irish fucker?
Copied and pasted the info. Yes. One sec. No, can't hear you. Okay, now you can do. Right, CB. Essentially, Southern Italians share genetic similarities with populations in the Eastern Mediterranean, particularly those from Greece and Cyprus, as well as having ancestry from the north of Africa.
Ah, got it. Yeah, I've sort of picked North Africa, Greece and Cyprus. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Northern Italy and Southern Italy is the biggest rivalry you ever see. One country divided in two parts.
Wow.
So, which
is
the two biggest footballing teams from North and South? Would it be Napoli v Juve as the biggest teams? Yeah. What's the biggest two teams from the North and South? One from the North, one from the. Is it Napoli and Juve? 1970. Oh shit, 1971. 1980. 1978. Look, Wally was close. He said 1990. He was 1 year off. It's Larry dog. My ancestry DNA test is wild. I paid like 150. Oh, so you did do it. Okay, you've already done it.
Wow.
Uncle Larry looking smooth. Lady killer. I forgot he was still on the screen as well.
Jesus.
He might be done.
So Charlie Boy could have played for a lot of countries then. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Could be representing Cyprus in the World Cup or Morocco.
That was straight out of boot camp. Served 26 years. Sorry, I said 25. Yeah, straight out of boot camp. That's why he's not smiling. Wow. He's still yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I remember going to my brother when he done his initial training when he joined the British Army. And you know, when their passing out parade or whatever it was, we went to that. I think it was in Colchester. Yeah, it was good. They all look very smart when they're all done up.
But Lawrence still looks exactly the same though. In that picture, Lawrence, did you get promoted to officer from the ranks? North Juve. Oh, sorry, North is the Juve and the Milans, and Torino is Torino.
South.
South. But surely Napoli's bigger than Torino, though, isn't they? As a club, I think. Did Fresh go to Torino? No, where did Fresh go when he went to Italy? Rome or Torino? Was it Torino? Remember when he was? Where did you go again, Fresh? When you went to Italy recently? Napoli and Juve and the Milan teams. Yeah. Just watch the video of the shark attack. You can see the shark about 4 foot behind the surfers.
You saw it, Inky, did you? There you go, yeah. Fucking right behind them, man. Follow them in.
Did they know that the shark was behind them?
Wow. Yeah, I think they did, because the lad that fucking grabbed the boy, I mean, the shark was still at him when he jumped off the board and tried to get him away from it. So they knew he was around. You know what I mean? It's going to be thereabouts. So, and plus, one of the guys reckoned it was a bull shark, and they're the most aggressive. You know, normally a great white and all, they take a bite and then they run off. You see, you know, more inquisitive fucking biting them, but the bull shark is very aggressive. He won't stop. So yeah, fair play to them. They got them back in.
Thankfully. Right, so CB says my dad is from England, but his family is from Cork in Ireland.
All right, he's got like me. He's got England and Ireland as well.
CB, my grandmother was from Cork Island, says Inky. Oh yeah, sorry, Perugia. It wasn't Torino. It was Perugia and thereabouts. Went through Assisi on the train. St. Francis right, how do you pronounce that? Assisi. Assisi. I've never heard of that on the train. Right, I've got another picture. Yes, Wally served as an enlisted up to chief and got selected as an officer program. Rome is the cutoff point. They don't like us neither, says right, Charlie, just confirm or deny this. So basically my missus went to Rome with 3 of the kids, just like for a couple of days, and she said, well done, Lawrence, and thank you for your service. She said that generally the people in Rome was rude, like really rude.
Yeah.
Was that just her experience, or are they rude generally in Rome? But she said they was rude. Retired as a lieutenant commander. Call us Mustangs. Well done, Lawrence. Right, let me put this picture up. This is CB's father.
Who's? CB's?
CB.
Yes, yeah. I'll watch it on the telly later because it's hard for me to see it very well. I see it, but not very well.
1 sec.
I'll have a look at it later.
He looks darker than me though. I've got a bit of a tan after we had this ridiculous hot weather here, and I got out a bit, but yeah. He does actually look. If you look at his arms, but it's hard. Anyway, he looks darker than me. Yeah, you look. Get your pictures in. Let me get back here. Boom. Right.
Yeah, so, you're multiracial here, sub.
Perugia is stunning. Yeah, I do remember now when you was there. I don't know why I thought Torino. 1999. No, that's his grandfather. Okay, sorry, my bad. That's his granddad. My bad. His mum's dad. Sorry. That's a great accomplishment, Lawrence. I don't think that happens very often. Right, so you lot and Giza, I don't know if you're right. Today is obviously the 4th of July, yeah, which is Independence Day. But what really does that mean? What's like why is it such a big thing? Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I know you normally hear 4th of July rather than Independence Day, but what actually does it represent and when?
Right, I think it represents fucking the British off.
Yeah, was it just Britain? Was it just Britain that they was independent from?
Yeah.
And when was that?
You had a few there. The Spanish were in there as well, but Britain was controlling America then. And it's a lot to do. The bits I can remember, that the Boston Tea Party, the taxes that they were bringing in, everyone sort of went, fuck that. So we're fucking fight the cunts. In the end, I think Britain just gave it up and went, yeah, right, you can have it. They formed their own.
And what year was that? Do you know?
1776, I think.
Okay.
And I think there were 13 states then. Oh, now you've got 50. The 13 states, I'm pretty sure, that they formed the America with. And now you've got 50 states.
Right. So, listen, I'm going to sound real ignorant in a minute, yeah? So I've always wondered this, yeah. So before the states joined America or you joined the United States, were they just countries or like how does that work before they became part of the United States?
I think it was just, I might remember, boys could correct me, it was just provinces, people, communities, and but the British were doing that, and most of the people coming into America, early doors, were Irish, Scottish, English. Now, I think you had the Dutch coming in. I think the Spanish were trying to populate it as well. So, yeah, I don't, we didn't do that in history at school. It's only what I've heard and can only remember half the shit I heard. But I think that's how it was. But I think that the taxations that the Brits were bringing in, they just got fed up with it. And then, no, we got to form our own sort of government and take over.
So Robert said they were colonies.
Yeah. Yes, but that's the word I was looking for. More colonies than everything.
Because obviously, Hawaii is now part of the United States, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the states.
And was Hawaii classed as a country before they joined them?
Don't know that, Titch, to be honest. Don't know. But it's classed as an American state.
Now
it's the only American state that got bombed in the Second World War.
And they are. I don't know if it was CB that told me. Are they trying to make Canada one of the states, or
Oh, no, I think that was just a Trump thing. Said he might, I think he was winding people up, and he said, "Yeah, we might fucking take over Canada." Call that another state. I think it's one of Trump's lunatic fucking claims.
Right. So let me go to. That's a great accomplishment, Lawrence. Nice one, Larry Dog. Oh, here we go. Wally says 4th of July just means we just go watch fireworks. Fresh says no taxation without representation.
Yeah, I think that was the buzzword at the time.
What does that mean?
But you needed people in to be represented, voted in. I imagine that's what it meant at the time. Instead of, obviously Britain was the empire, weren't they? They were just fuck it. We don't need elections here, mate. We just do what we want.
Yeah. So there's that. No, we ain't having that no more. They signed the Declaration of Independence in Philly in 1776.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because 1776 when it happened, that Declaration of Independence. And I've told Wally this before a few years ago. That you've heard of the bell in Philadelphia, haven't you?
Yeah.
That Liberty Bell. Well, and it's got a big crack in it. Well, that bell came out of Whitechapel in East London. That bell was made in East London, in Whitechapel, and sent to America.
Wow. Did Wally? So Wally's aware of that because you've told him before, haven't you?
I did tell him. That's right. Unless I was lied to and it's not true, but I'm pretty sure it is true.
There was a war or two. There's Fresh. Yeah, I'm a gumbo pot. Then I had a kid with a Puerto Rican bird. So now my family is the United Nations. Laugh out loud.
Fucking oath, CB. Got it all covered there, boy.
From July the 4th. They were calling. Sorry, I read that one. England were taking territories all around the world, but couldn't take us down. Just saying.
Yeah, but it's weird though. But the people that could be took down originally came from that part of the world anyway. Even though they were American by this stage, but they all had roots in. How many times when you see Americans say, "Yeah, I'm Irish American," but but even though that was 200 years ago or 300 years ago, but they still class themselves as Irish American.
Second one was one, but strategic withdrawal. They left them to it. So you're talking about the two wars. Second one was one, but strategic withdrawal. What's your knowledge on these wars?
Nah, bits and pieces goes up. I remember we see that White House. We smashed that, set it out alight, and that's why it's called the White House because they painted it all white afterwards to get rid of the smoke damage.
Yeah. So what was the White House called before that, and what did it look like? Do you know? No.
Fuck those guys.
What was the White House called before it was called the White House? Spain controlled a lot of the land.
Yeah.
Burnt White House. Oh, look, he's burnt the White House down before legging it.
Legging it, yeah, that'll do. Plus, you had the French. Most of the French are up in Canada and down the south, even in the south of is it the Cajuns and all that? All partly French, aren't they, down there? And France had half of Canada there.
We got tired of.
It's amazing. It's just them one. In that era, like Australia, it's places were there to be basically conquered or taken, and the people who had the best navies usually the ones that were involved in it: the Spanish, the Portuguese, British, French. That's why there's so many French, British, Spanish colonies all over the world.
Yeah. When did I don't know if it's the right term. When did Australia have or gain independence from England?
Well, they're not actually fully independent, Jason. They're because the head of our state is still it's the king now. It was always the queen, but it's the king now. He's still the head of state of Australia officially. They haven't become a republic. A few years ago, they had a referendum here for that reason. For the people of Australia to vote whether to break all ties. I mean, it's in name only when I say the head of state, the king, right? Australia is fucking independent, really. It is. Yeah. But that's still on the coins, the king's head or the queen's head, right? You know, you're still the head of state. And in that referendum, people voted to stay with it. And I think a lot of that comes from the Second World War, because of the people. I say this could have been 15 years ago, that vote. A lot of people still remember, you know, when the Anzacs became the Anzacs in the First World War, Second World War, and they still had that allegiance to Britain. I think if you had that vote today, it probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
The amount of, you got to remember back then as well, we had a European immigration policy.
Yeah.
Everyone that came here came from Europe. No one was allowed to come from Asia or Africa or Europe. Anywhere else, Middle East. It was all European. They got rid of that a long time ago. So now, Jesus, the amount of Asians that are here, they wouldn't have that allegiance to Britain. So I think if you had that vote now, I think they would say, right, we'll call ourselves the Republic of Australia, get rid of the king. But it really doesn't make any fucking difference because they are independent.
So did you just say that your coins have the king or queen's head on them?
Yeah. I
didn't know that. What about your notes?
Not so much. You know, they have different, all sorts now on the notes. I'm not, be honest, is that, I'm not sure if they still do. They might have the queen's head on it or the king's head on it still.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Wally says, we got tired of drinking tea, wanted to drink coffee instead.
You got that. You definitely got that.
Waiting for the Blueberry Rebellion, says Freshy. Trump was trying to get Greenland to be part of the USA. Okay.
Was it? Yeah.
What?
Right. I wouldn't take too much notice of that.
Right, it was. I don't know if it's meant to say Turtle or Turt Islands, filled with indigenous people. Canada, North America, Central and South America were all Indians, as well as the Caribbean islands. It was. Is that Turt Islands or Turtle? Should it be Turtle? Or was it Turt Islands? Filled with indigenous Canada, North America. See, history, geography. Fresh blueberries are in season. I'm loving it.
Blueberry Wally.
All colony taxes were dictated by Westminster. They didn't like that stateside.
No, I'd imagine they wouldn't.
No wonder the Liberty Bell cracked.
Yeah, I know, Wally. Right? Fucking, they cracked it. Couldn't even get that right, mate.
It was the English fighting English, CB.
Yeah, basically. A lot of Irish in there too.
Right. War of 1812 was the second war.
Was it? 1812. Anyway, he got there in the end.
Mexican Revolution beach, Spain, and took over the lens, and the French owned some of the South as well.
Did you say Charlie Boy? Wally, did you ever see that film? Fucking hell, a long time ago, called Southern Comfort.
Nah.
Oh, fucking, that was a great film, man. Probably reasonably low budget, but it was about these like National Guard soldiers in down south there, where them Cajun fuckers are around the swamps, and they were doing training, and they decided to take the piss out of the locals, firing at them right with blanks.
Yeah.
And the Cajuns went, I think they were Cajun. They went, oh yeah, we'll fucking sort you lot. Fucking, and then it went into brilliant film, man.
What's it called? Really Southern Comfort.
Yeah, really, really good film. They fucking sorted them out.
I've never heard of it. The Boston Tea Party started it 3 years before the 4th of July. What was that Boston Tea Party? What is that?
I did. I remember reading about it and seeing it, but I can't remember it much. Yeah, it was in Boston. I think it was something to do with boats. They set the boats alight, and it was something to do because it was something to do with a tax on tea. I think that might correct me there, Wally. Something to do with the taxes they were putting on tea or whatever. And they decided to have a knuckle and said, "Fuck you lot."
Lawrence says, Geezer, your ears are failing you. Come to my US home and I will buy you a pint.
I'd enjoy that, Lawrence. That'd be nice.
1877 Aussies, but he says ignore that.
It was 88 actually, goes up, I think, Australia. Because when they became Australia, I think it was 1888, because or 1788, because we had the bicentenary in 1988 here. Pretty sure. There you go.
Yeah, that's probably why I said ignore that, because he meant.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember.
Ignore that. Right. This land was stolen by Europeans. Now the offspring Europeans act like they didn't cross 5,000 miles of water to get here.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That was the way of the world then. You go around stealing everyone's land. Simple as that. Fuck me. When you think Great Britain controlled a load of France for a lot of years. They had this, that Brittany and all that area, I think, was where, Britain had that, classed it as Britain.
Mm.
There you go.
And look,
I mean, that was the way of the world then. Especially, like I say, the naval nations were the ones that dictated that. Because they could fucking sail anywhere and take shit. The natives didn't count to them. So,
1986 with the Australia Act.
All right.
It was Turtle Island. Lawrence says, I thought it was these islands. Laugh out loud. The British monarch is purely symbolic, says Robert.
It is here in Australia, yeah. It is a symbolic thing, yeah. That's a good word for it, Robert. That's all it is.
Was Burt Reynolds in Southern Comfort?
I don't think so.
Because Inky, he said, was it Burt Reynolds?
I don't think so.
Southern Comfort is a bit like Deliverance. I've heard of that film, Deliverance.
Yeah.
Talk about this on here.
It's a good film, man. It's fucking. These geezers didn't fuck about, right? They took the piss, these soldiers, or National Guard, or whatever they were. And they just fucking gave it to them. They setting up traps everywhere they went. They were fucked. And they didn't have any real ammo. As one geezer had one clip, if I remember. All the others were just issued blanks, for the training. But there was one geezer sneaked in. They had one fucking bit of ammo, and these fuckers were doing them all over the place. Fucking Christ. Yeah, it did look like a bit like Deliverance, yeah.
Have you seen that film, Deliverance?
I have, but I can't remember it much. I know it was a bit fucking a lot of inbreds in it.
Was that more recent?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right, Southern Comfort is from 1981.
Yeah, good film, man.
Militia dumps cargoes of tea into Boston Harbor. Is that what?
Yeah, that was the Boston Tea Party.
Canada not join America, they'd lose their health care. Yeah, they definitely ain't doing that then. If you hear a banjo, run. Is that from a film?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you hear a banjo down there with these cages, mate, you better run. Fucking man.
There's still the way of America. Invade, take. Wait, hold on. That's still the way of America. Invade, take, put a new regime to answer to them.
Yeah. Basically it, guys.
No, Keith Carradine.
Yeah, I think it was Keith Carradine. Well done, Robert. Yeah, Keith Carradine. A young Keith Carradine.
Banjo.
Good film, man.
I thought of a song today. I was washing up. A song we sang at primary school. Ready?
Yeah.
The moon and stars. I don't even know if that was in tune.
That it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, no, well,
Right, let me
I'll leave that to Freshie there.
wait.
He's good at
let me
that.
get it in tune. The moon and stars. Yeah, I don't want to say the bit after that, but yeah, it's hard to get it in. I think Freshie or Robert or Inky will still get it. Wait, I don't think that's in tune. Because I was actually singing this Zoom, Fat Larry's. No.
What a fucking track, by the way. One of my favourites. Zoom by Fat Larry's band. Fucking, I always loved that song.
Right, how does that song go? It's not that. It's definitely not that. How does that song go?
Zoom, just one flick and then I hit the moon. It's a great track, man. Love it.
Right, it's definitely not that, but I don't even know if I've heard that song.
Oh, you love it, man. Big black guy sings it, mate. It's huge.
I must.
But what a voice! What a voice he's got. Yeah,
right.
I don't think they've done much after that, but that was just a great track. I'll always, if I ever hear it, I just brings a smile on my face. It's nice.
Okay, R. Kelly, pee on me if you want. All right, I'll sing a bit more of it. The moon and stars no longer shine. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, you won't get it. Yeah, you. I think Freshie will get it now. Oh, Roberto. The moon and stars no longer shine. Right, he says, so that group, Zoom, or no, not Zoom, Fat Larry's band is from, they were from Forest Gate.
No. You sure about that, Robert? I thought they were American.
Robert said, Wally says, got to be Boys to Men.
Yeah, that's all he knows. That's all he knows, Wally, isn't it? Boys
Loving You, Diana Ross? No. Geese can sing a bit. Charlie's
no, not really.
The Dream Was Mine. Nah. The moon and stars no longer shine. Wait.
Probably it could be a song I've never heard as well.
No, you've definitely heard it. I don't even know who sings it, mate.
2 sets, guys.
Yeah. The moon and stars no longer shine. Minnie Riperton? No. I'm trying to think. I don't even know who sings this song. And now I'm trying to think what else, which other part of the song can I sing? Oh, shit. I'm trying to think which other part. I thought you lot would get that. That's a good one, though. The moon and stars no longer shine. Back in 5 minutes. We'll be on for about 5, Lawrence. I'm trying to think. All right, I'll give you another bit. Because I never thought that I'd ever lose. Now you're going to get it.
All right.
No, one of these will get it. Because I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, girl. Sorry, Fat Patties were from Philadelphia. Fat Patties?
No, Fat Larry's means. Yeah, I thought they were American.
Thank you, Inky. Woo! You got me singing the blues. You don't know that song? Well, I never felt more like running away.
Oh, if you'd done that bit, I would have got it straight away.
Easy. That's why. Because I never thought that I would stay without you. Who's singing that song?
If you'd just done it in that melody, I would have
exactly. Had it. And that's why it was hard, because I'm thinking, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream has gone to fall mine. Oh, Buddy Holly. Cry over you. So, yeah, it's hard when you just come in. Yeah, so you know that song, obviously, don't you? I knew you knew it.
Yeah, I do that,
Yeah, Buddy Holly. But yeah, that's the song we sung at primary school. So I just came to it earlier.
Great artist, Buddy Holly. Liked it.
What other song did Buddy Holly sing? I swear we done another one of his songs.
Done a lot, man. But he was good.
Right, they're saying Guy Mitchell. I thought it was Buddy Holly as well. When you said it, I forgot who the artist was. But these two have said Guy Mitchell. Was he the original? Guy Mitchell.
Who knows?
Never heard of him, but yeah, I think it was the Buddy Holly version we were singing at school. Right, Giza, we've done an hour and 20. Anything that you thought of you wanted to speak about before we come on air and we didn't, or anything that's come about since we've been on air? That
I don't know, man. Football wise, not a lot. Man City are out.
Oh yeah. So let's just let me just check. Last week we quickly asked who, because I'm not sure. 1 minute. Fluminense was playing. There was about 3 minutes ago, and then I had to turn off the TV because it's behind me. And they was beating oh fuck, who were they playing? Anyway, right, so Fluminense have gone through. They beat Al Hilal, who knocked out Man City. So they're through. Right, so results. Dortmund. Okay, so from the last round when we Dortmund ended up beating Monterrey 2-1. Real Madrid ended up beating Juve 1-0. Man City, who we all probably thought would win, they went out 4-3 to Al Hilal. Inter also went out to Fluminense. Bayern beat Flamengo. PSG beat Inter Miami. Benfica and Chelsea won that one, and Palmeiras beat Botafogo. So, yeah, Fluminense have beat Inter, and then they've beaten Al Hilal tonight. So they're in the semi-finals now.
Yeah, that was the mental. The El Hilal and Man City was crazy. 4-3, wasn't it? Fuck it. I thought Man City had their sights on winning this. I thought they would do it. Not there, man. And like I say, these Brazilian teams seem to be really up for it, mate.
Yeah, and I mean, you said that last week.
Yeah, and they're doing well, and the heat suits them. Exactly. And I've always said, you know how many times I've told you about me playing here, what a difference the heat makes when you play football. You know, if you're not used to it, fucking hell, it really is. And yeah, even say El Hilal, they done Man City, regardless that they've been knocked out now. You know, that's a hell of a fucking scalp, isn't it?
It is.
From a fucking Saudi team.
Captain of Fluminense, 40-year-old centre back. Can you guess who?
No.
Thiago Silva. So he's into the semi-finals.
Wow. What a player too. Yeah.
Buddy Ollie, Guy Mitchell. Yes. Hold on. Every day. Oh boy. Oh, these are Buddy Holly songs. So every day. Yeah, that's the one we sang at primary school as well. It's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like this should surely come my way. Hey. Yeah, we sung that at primary school. True Love Ways. Don't know that. I remember.
Yeah, that was what probably my favourite. That was a nice, lovely track. True Love Ways.
So maybe I've heard it, but it's not familiar.
Yeah, you might when you hear it.
Diouf has mainly played as a left midfielder, but Bayern as a wing back. That sound right. Which club is he coming from? I've seen the name. Which club is he coming from? Do you know?
Oh, it's one of the Czech teams, isn't it? Is it Slavia Prague or one of them? Isn't that where he's coming from?
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's obvious, right, with that. It's amazing that our big target is a left wing back or left wing back. I presume left wing back with Potter, right?
Yeah.
But the writing was on the wall. You know, is that a position that we have to prioritise? But when you think about last season, any of our attack always came down the right. Yeah. Everything was from the right with Bowen and Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. Our left was fucking hardly done anything. And when you then saw near the end of the season there, when he brought on at left back, he tried the young boy. What's his name?
Scholes.
He was putting Scholes ahead of Emerson. One game there, he put when he done the substitution, he put Soufal over there.
Yeah.
Instead of Emerson. And there was another one where he put Wan-Bissaka over there and then put Soufal right back.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It all points that he's not interested in Emerson. So if you think about that, then you go, oh, right. So this guy is to replace Emerson because we've got rid of Cresswell.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going to go with bringing this boy in and have Skulls as the backup to it.
Yeah.
So it's still, you wouldn't have thought, though, that's the position we need to prioritise, but Potter seems to think you do. If he is any good, well, it gives you more of an attacking threat on the left instead of it all coming down the right. Because it was. It was. So, yeah, interesting.
It is.
But we'll see. I haven't seen the geezer play, so I wouldn't know if he's any fucking good or not. Who knows? We'll see.
It doesn't matter anymore. Is that a song? It must be. Because when I first saw that, I thought Robert had put a comment and then said, actually, it doesn't matter anymore. It must be a song. Rave On. Okay.
Yeah, Rave On. Yeah.
Peggy Sue. Right, Peggy Sue. I know Peggy Sue.
But
I don't know the song. Yeah, I've heard it, but I don't know the lyrics really.
Yeah, he was funny. He died he was a plane crash, I think, when he died.
Buddy Ollie. That'll be the day. I know that song as well. How does that go, Gizo?
Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be the day when you see me cry.
Yeah, I know the song. Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh shit, he's got a lot of songs, Buddy Ollie.
I know. He had a plethora of fucking big hits, that boy.
Which part of the state?
Who did he went? I think in the plane crash, was it him and the Big Bopper? I think they were both on the same plane.
Is that how he passed away?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a plane crash.
Lawrence says, thank you for another great show. Come on, your irons. Thanks as always, Lawrence. Maybe, baby. I heard, Freshie says, I heard Thiago Silva asked the coach to change tactics and he agreed. And that's what I think that's what you get when you bring in somebody of his experience and his class.
Yeah. And class.
If he is going to make a suggestion, he's not trying to go above anybody's head. He's doing it for the team. And then you do listen. You understand? He's not trying to overstep the mark. Not.
And I always believe, if you get to that sort of age, I think these boys, they're so good, especially at centre-half positions. We're not talking about running midfielders here. Mate, they can be all the difference. You can have a 40-year-old as a centre-half who knows the game inside out. It's one position that I think age can be like the goalkeeper and the centre-half. You can get away with it. If you're not playing fucking high lines and then having to run back, you're not doing that. It'd be stupid. But when they understand the game, centre-halves, and they're that good, that boy Thiago Silva is some player.
Yeah.
Some player. And still be doing it at 40, that tells you everything.
Yeah, and he's into the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. So, he is at Slavia Prague. That's who we're hoping to get him from. They signed him from Tromso for buttons last year, so they've only had him one season.
Wow. Yeah, they're really up for it. The Brazilian boys, man, they're up to try and get there. Good luck.
Yes, I did see this. So Thomas Partey has been charged with rape. I think it's 5 counts.
That? I kept hearing rumours about some rape charge, and no one would actually say the name.
Yeah,
is it Thomas Partey? Is that why Arsenal fucked him off?
No. His contract's run out. This came about a few years ago, and now I think he's officially been charged. So this has been hanging over his head.
Is it?
Yeah. So we'll have to. Yeah, I don't know if he's. Yeah, I don't know if he's without a club, but he's been released because his contract had run out with them. So only time will tell to see the details and what actually comes.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been charged, but that doesn't mean he's guilty.
Mate, I've been watching True Geordie, and he has the updates of the Diddy thing, and fucking Diddy, he is a sick motherfucker. There's no, let's get that right. He is one immoral, fucking sick motherfucker.
Yeah.
But when you watch him or even Piers Morgan, the people he's had on, the lawyers and that, they said the RICO charge against him was ridiculous and it'll never fucking stick. Yeah. And they were right. They were right. And it didn't. They couldn't get it. They done him for bringing in prostitutes interstate. Right? Yeah. They've done him for that. There's 2 counts of that. To me, I find absolutely ridiculous charge because right, if this male prostitute or women prostitute that you brought in lived round the corner, it would be okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Right, because it came over state, like, oh, fuck it, we got you for that.
Yeah.
But the big charges, he got not guilty.
That's what
They didn't believe, especially they didn't believe the women in that trial because they were complicit. It's fucking weird, but man, he is a sick individual. That fuck.
Yeah.
So he's going to do time, but nothing like what they were thinking about.
Yeah, you know, his money got him the best. I think he had 8 lawyers or something like that. But yeah, his money definitely helped him get a reduced sentence. Agent Suchek, Oscar Mingueza, not a joke, from Celta Vigo, also on the radar. Spanish international, ex-Barcelona, 26. Yeah, I saw this guy actually, just an article. So I did see that. We need some players.
That's perfect age.
Yeah, we need some players. And coming through at Barca as well. Big Bopper, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, La Bamba.
Richie Valens as well, Freshie, yeah.
What, they was on that plane?
Yeah, they're all on that plane. I think they were going to another gig.
Oh, shit.
And, the Big Bopper and, Richie. I like Richie Valens and all, another. He's done some great shit. It's terrible. What? So who done that song about it? Oh, who done the song about that incident? It was American Pie, wasn't it? Don McLean.
What,
the beginning of that, you remember American Pie, Don McLean? The beginning of that song's about waking up that morning and seeing the headlines about that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've heard American Pie, but it's not. I'm still not familiar with that song until I.
The line he uses is the day that music died. Was about that plane.
About that plane.
Yeah.
Okay, no. That's crazy though, because I'm assuming at the time these were 3 massive music artists.
Massive.
Yeah.
And I think they took off on really bad storms conditions and all that. And it was obviously a small plane, and but they decided to go because they needed to get to this next fucking venue, I think. And there you go, Fresh is onto it.
Yeah.
The day the music died, it first to that. And it came down in the storm, I think. Oh, forever. For them.
Right. I think we need to sign this guy just because he's got your name. Mingueza has played all across the midfield and all across the defense. Touted as a right wing back. But that's Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, we don't need another one, or do we? Okay. But he's played all across the midfield. So
yeah, and the defense. So he's a utility. We need him because he's a mini geezer. So yeah, we'll have him.
Yeah, got to get him, geezer. It's got to happen.
All right. Oh shit. And yes, and when his wife heard the news, she had a miscarriage and didn't make his funeral. That's is that Buddy Holly rather than one of the other two, maybe?
I didn't know that bit.
I said mini geezer, and Freshie called him Minge geezer.
Yeah, thanks for that, Fresh. That's lovely. I prefer the mini bit.
Right, you lot. We are going to end the stream here. It's been a pleasure as always.
We fucking covered some subjects tonight, boy.
Yeah, exactly. And there was literally nothing. I didn't have nothing planned, nothing to talk about. And thankfully, as always, you lot, we can make it a show. Much appreciated again. With these players linked, it's maybe next week we will have some confirmed ones to talk about.
Yeah,
it's getting closer.
I guarantee Juice will be over the line by the time we talk again. I reckon it'll be done by Monday or Tuesday, and hopefully something else happens.
A long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile, says Roberto.
Yeah, it was good.
Wally says, thanks, guys. Gonna go watch fireworks. US.
Enjoy the fireworks, Wally. Yeah, mate. Next time we have it with you, we'll do you.
Freshie says, big eyelashes, loving edition. That's you. That's funny. Right, you lot. We will see you next Friday at the same time, and we will be speaking about West Ham's new signing or signings. Ciao.
Of course you will. Of course you will. Of course you will. The big side, kudos to Tottenham.
No. February made me
Not
shit.
ideal. Not ideal, but
you lot take care, have a great week, and we'll see you next Friday. Nice one.
Laters.
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 All